Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
Today, an international drug ring is exposed because of an investigation that began right in our own backyard.
Dangerous opioids being manufactured in China and smuggled across our borders have been linked to overdose deaths in Grand Forks. There have been 20,000 fentanyl overdose deaths in the United States last year alone. And today, the feds announced that they took down 2 Chinese nationals.
One of them has been indicted by a grand jury in North Dakota for masterminding the dangerous distribution of tons of fentanyl, an extremely potent opioid, among other narcotics. Today, at a press conference in D.C., the drug enforcement agents in Grand Forks were praised, but warnings continued about why this drug is so dangerous.
It sometimes is pressed into pill form and falsely sold and misrepresented as a prescription opioid drug. Users often have no idea about what they're getting. They don't know about the purity. They don't have any idea what's in the pills, and that's one of the reasons why it proves to be so deadly.
Our communities are still fighting against the effects these dangerous drugs have left behind.
Valley News Team's Ryan Laughlin sat down with a woman who's been busted with fentanyl and has why this problem is so hard to shake.
Tanya Oakes is ready to share her story.
Possession of fentanyl, it was, fentanyl that I used for personal use.
Tonight, she'll be on her way here, the Empire Arts Center, to take part of a discussion about how bad the drug problem really is.
It's everywhere you go. You can find it on every street corner if you wanted to. And you really don't have to look very far.
She says she's been sober since May.
My kids are definitely my motivation.
She doesn't blame her addiction on anyone but herself, but she says a proactive community can go a long way.
It's choices that we make personally, but it's also choices and, resources within the community that are going to help people make the right choices.
Which is why Grand Forks is putting on a free movie and panel discussion to better understand the problem and so that people can help people.
I am living proof. If I can do it, anybody can.
Grand Forks, Ryan Laughlin, Valley News Live.
The group Call to Action, which battles addiction and substance abuse, is showing the film The Anonymous People. It's a documentary about the over 23 million Americans living in long-term recovery from addiction. Now, the movie's free. It starts at 7 tonight at the Empire Arts Center in Grand Forks.
The parents of a murder victim with North Dakota ties are asking people to consider adding a ribbon to their Facebook and/or Twitter accounts in support of their daughter. Julia Jacobson, a California Army veteran who was born in Bismarck, disappeared last month. Police say her ex-husband has been arrested and will be booked for murder. Jacobson's family is asking you to show support in getting justice for Julia. There's a Facebook page where you can attach a ribbon to your profile picture. We have information on that on our website, valleynewslive.com. The family is planning funerals for Julia in both Bismarck and California. The investigation led officers to Arizona and the arrest of Jacobson's ex-husband, Dalen Ware. After extensive forensic testing of her car, detectives say they have reason to believe she was murdered.
We're trying to piece together how they happened to both be together in our city and kind of what their movements were days leading up to their meeting and what happened the day that Julia was murdered and obviously what he did with her and himself afterwards.
At this time, authorities have not found the remains of Jacobson or her dog.
I'll take this kind of weather in October anytime. Nice and warm out there with some wind. Let's find out what it's going to be like tonight. Robert?
Yeah, some of that wind will continue as we head through the overnight hours. Those southerly winds will help keep temperatures from bottoming out. Too chilly out there, and it's been a very warm day, unseasonably warm. In fact, record-breaking warmth up in Grand Forks. They broke a record up there with 80 degrees. That broke the old record of 78 set back in 1963. Still 76 in Grand Forks, 71 Fargo, also 71 down in Sisseton. Winds still on the breezy side, and as mentioned, they're going to keep temperatures from bottoming out. Too cold tonight, mostly overnight lows in the 40s and 50s. Hardly a cloud out there, and with hardly a cloud, no precipitation to speak of. Here in Fargo, as we head through the rest of the evening, cooling down into the low 60s at 7, right at 60 around 8, and into the upper 50s around 9. Tomorrow, a very windy day on tap for the region. We'll have the details on that as well as a look at the rest of the week coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Robert. And make sure you have the Valley News Live Storm Team weather app. You can keep up on the weather anytime, anywhere. You'll get the latest forecasts and conditions so you can plan your day. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store and download it for free.
North Dakota Insurance Commissioner John Gottfried announced that he will deny any additional rate increases for 2018. This follows the president's announcement last week that cost-sharing reduction payments would not be made to healthcare providers. Gottfried has already approved rate increases for group and individual plans for next year. The announcement only applies to additional increases. A Sanford Health spokesperson said the organization is weighing all of its options, but no decision has been made at this time.
A 23-year veteran of the Grand Forks Sheriff's Department has announced he's running for Grand Forks County Sheriff. B.J. Maxson currently serves as a lieutenant and was named Deputy of the Year back in 2016. He says he wants to bring his experience, passion for the job, and commitment to serve the residents of Grand Forks County to the next level. Maxson says he believes the Sheriff's Department is running well right now, but added he's always open to changes that might bring about more efficiency or cost savings to taxpayers.
For more than 50 years, the Homeward Animal Shelter has been saving cats and dogs and finding them forever homes. On Friday, you can help continue their mission by attending the annual Wags, Whiskers, and Wine event. All money raised will go to vet bills, food, and finding pets new homes. Over the years, more than 30,000 cats and dogs have been saved and gone home with families. The event is Friday from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Sanctuary Events Center in Fargo. Tickets are $50 to enjoy food and wine and bid on silent auction items. For more on the event or to see a list of animals up for adoption, head to valleynewslive.com and click on the Hot button.
Wags, Whiskers, and Wine. Say that fast
right.
3
Sounds
times.
Fun.
Yeah. Later on Valley News Live at 6, Courts Plus in South Fargo is sporting a new course that tests the ninja in you.
Up next, some good news about a North Dakota man injured in the Las Vegas shooting.